Wait, 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 wait. Intro. Uh. Good afternoon. Good morning if you're from down under, wherever you are all over the globe. It is Friday. Daily Sports Report with Marcus's X. Yes. Ah. Today I'm here to disappoint all Arsenal fans, as we always do, because you guys disappointed me for the whole season. Payback is her, her, her. Uh, uh. But respect to all my gunners and gunnerettes for real. As we do this thing. Stay tuned, folks. I got some boxing picks for you this week. Only one. And I will keep you updated on your UFC MMA updates. Okay. Okay, let's go. So today, folks, let me get serious. As you can see, I hurt my eyes, so I'm wearing sunshades. So I can. My spring is broken. I got this little cross-eye thing I'm dealing with right now. As you can see, I have to wear the glasses throughout the whole show because I don't want to disappoint you like Low Down. Respect to Ricky Smiley today, and again, as you all know, he's one of the greatest comedian from the South. And shout out to Ricky Smiley, but I don't want to look like Lodell with my cross-eye today. My visor is not working, so I have to wear this sunshade. So I respect the Lodell. Let me put this thing back on. Ah, so let's begin this thing. Without further ado, I would like to give respect to one of the greatest that ever did it in European football, Mr. Karim Benzema, who will bow out European football this very week. He will be signing with Al Ittihad in Saudi Arabia for a lump sum contract which is worth 324 to 400 million dollars. And he will sign for the Saudi Arabian powerhouse football club soon, as he quit Real Madrid after 14 incredible years at the helm and the Santiago Bernabeu. So, Karim Benzema, it was a pleasure seeing you play at the highest of the highest levels, Ligue 1 and La Liga. And you will have fun in Saudi Arabia like Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, you're getting paid to be their footballer slash ambassador. So, congratulations to Karim Benzema. It was a pleasure seeing you play in Europe for 14 years. And another big news in European football is Lionel Messi have finally quit PSG. The rumors are true, folks. Messi is done, and he will be going back to the Camp Nou to finish his career in his swan song. And after that, he will head on to the MLS in the United States and Orlando to join David Beckham and become an MLS player, but not now, probably in winter or next summer. And another big news in the football world is that Harry Kane will become a Manchester United player soon, along with Mason Mount. Harry Kane is guaranteed, but Mason Mount, a question mark because they're discussing fees right now. And Harry Maguire might be going the other way. Harry Maguire will be paid by Manchester United on his personal bonuses that is owed, which is £10 million. And he will become a Chelsea player or a Tottenham Hotspur player because the other teams are refusing to pay his personal clause. And Chelsea is more willing to offload Mason Mount to Manchester United as well as Tottenham, but Tottenham don't have any leverage because Harry Kane will leave because of the manager they're going to appoint at Tottenham. Some guy from the Scottish League who used to coach in Romania. Tottenham fans, There is no hope for your club. Your club is absolutely in disarray. You guys are lost without a map. Your club is absolute feces matter. And your new manager, who will be coaching you guys next season, he will be the reason why Harry can leave. Why would I want to be managed by a guy like that, who can barely manage a football club? So Harry Kane, welcome to Manchester United. Your dream is fulfilled. And Mason Mount, welcome to Manchester United. To all the United fans who do not like, who don't want to see Mason Mount and Harry Kane at your club, he will help your status rise. Your stock will rise when you sign Harry Kane and Mason Mount. So it's for your benefits. So I don't know why you guys are protesting this move. So congratulations to Eric Ten Hag, not the Manchester United fans, but Eric Ten Hag for pulling this one to strike my enemies, both of them, in their heart with a proper spear. On one hand, Chelsea will lose Mason Mount, which is good for me. On the other hand, Tottenham will lose their star boy. Works for me. And another player who will return back to England is Tammy Abraham. I did not like the way AS Roma lost the Europa League Cup final the other day, and I was displeased by the calls in the second half. I did not watch the entire game, folks. As you guys know me, I'm an Arsenal diehard fan to the bones. If Arsenal is not playing, I will not watch another team play for 90 minutes. However, I will watch 35 minutes of highlights down to 50 minutes because I love watching my football. And I watched AS Roma play for 35 minutes the other day. Paulo Dybala churned up. You did score the first goals, but the second half, I believe that there is an agenda against Jose Mourinho. Sevilla, as we all know, since Juan de Ramos has won this league 7 times, this Europa League thing. And before it was the UEFA Cup. And I believe that there is an agenda against Jose Mourinho. And the way the second half was called was terrible. And I do not blame the AS Roma fans for damn near beating this referee at the airport the other day. And I understand that you were robbed. And it is sad to see fans take football out of the stadium to try to beat the hell out of the referee. He deserved it. This a-hole called the game wrong for 45 minutes in the second half and an extra time. And he forgot that he pissed off Italian football fans. And I am surprised that he was able to walk back to the airplane and made his way back to England. So anyway, and Tammy Abraham, as you all know, he's been loaned by Chelsea. Well, he was loaned at Roma for 2 years, but the loaning is done, so he have to come back to England. He is still a Chelsea player, by the way. So I'm looking for Newcastle to snap him to replace Wilson, who will turn 31 years old, I believe in October or November. So Tammy Abraham, I expect to see you in a Newcastle jersey playing alongside the kid from what's your name again? The guy from Sweden, Jason Isaac, Alexander Isaac. So it's because they need a replacement for Caleb Wilson. And as for Kieran Tierney, folks, it is with great sadness that he will be leaving Arsenal. He will be heading to Newcastle United or Aston Villa. There is a rumor that Aston Villa would like to buy Kieran Tierney, but we all know that he will be end up playing for Newcastle United, and I expect him in the zebra stripe soon, alongside Tammy Abraham. So keep an eye on that rumor. And as for Arsenal, before I close the football news for the day, Arsenal fans, you will be disappointed when you find out that Declan Rice, folks, I'm going to call this here today, Arsenal is slow to pull the trigger. We are hesitating on spending cash to buy Declan Rice. West Ham United will not sell him to you for less than £100 million. So it is with great disappointment that we will lose Declan Rice to Bayern Munich, and it will break my heart, and I don't even care about my heart being broken because I'm used to it. That when you hesitate to buy and spend the cash these days, like Manchester City have done, on top players like Jack Grealish, who they spent £100 million on 2 years ago, you refuse to spend the money. Therefore, you will lose Declan Rice to Bayern Munich, who have Bayern Munich already show me the reason why they're going to sign Declan Rice. First sign, Thomas Tuchel have made the phone call to speak with his father, and he spoke with Declan Rice personally over and about like the contract issues. The issue was that West Ham want £95 million, £95 million up front. Arsenal is willing to pay £85 million by being stingy. And if you look at Bayern Munich, they just won the league. They are in the top 5 European clubs, always competing for the Champions League, which is the second biggest trophy after the World Cup in football. Arsenal just got back in the Champions League after 6 years. Very cute. You are facing a contest that you cannot win. They are a perennial Champions League contender with Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, and Paris Saint-Germain, and nowadays Manchester City. And you are not in the top 5 team to compete with Bayern Munich with the attraction that they have to magnetize the like of Declan Rice. Me, I can accept defeat that we will lose Declan Rice if we don't act fast. Right before the season ended last Sunday, I said that if Arsenal does not react by this past Wednesday, that you would lose Declan Rice. And here come the delegation of hope on the other side going like, we still have hope to sign Declan Rice. He will be an Arsenal player, mark my word. I don't believe anything that you guys say anymore at Arsenal after what happened in January with the Modric situation. Wasn't he supposed to be an Arsenal player, mate? He was holding the Chelsea jerseys within 48 hours. Because why? We refuse to put the dough in the conversation. And Bayern Munich now, from what I heard, will propose 92 to 95 million pound cold cash up front to sign Declan Rice by Monday morning. They're going to bring in the dough. The one that Arsenal refuse to pull out of their pocket. You cannot bargain nowadays with footballers. The family want to get paid. Their agents want to get paid. And of course, the footballer want to be on a high salary. Weekly, because they get to promote their girlfriends and stuff like that. Declan Rice want to be paid £400,000 a week. Arsenal is struggling to pay William Saliba £200,000 a week. Does this sound like a team who's highly ambitious to sign key players to replace the like of Granit Xhaka and potentially a transfer waiting on the wing, Thomas Partey? We're not ambitious on the transfer market to sign players of such caliber. It's a fantasy to promote it to our fans that we want to sign the likes of Declan Rice, but we don't have the gravy to add to the rice. So Arsenal fans, sorry to disappoint, because I am Lord Disappointment, as I intend to do. You will lose Declan Rice to Bayern Munich by Monday morning or next week. Remember, I said this, note the time. But do not panic, folks. We did make a few key signings this season. Martin Odegaard found a girlfriend, which is a miracle in the Arsenal camp. I thought Odegaard was a choir boy, a boy scout, if you will. So, no, do not panic, folks. We have signed another dancer at Arsenal. Martin Odegaard's girlfriend, Helene Spilling from Norway. She has signed with Arsenal, well, with the captain, Martin Odegaard, who pimped his behind off. Now we have two dancing ladies at Arsenal. One who is the fiancée of Jacob Kivior, the queen of twerking, I've heard from the YouTube and Instagram. And now Martin Odegaard have signed a valuable team member in our football club, another queen of dancing, now who happened to be the captain's girlfriend now at Arsenal. Congratulations to Martin Odegaard. Young lady, welcome aboard. That's what we needed for next year. More distraction to our footballers' mind to be hypnotized by belly dancers and twerkers before we prepare ourselves for August. So congratulations, we have signed these two valuable assets to motivate us, I'm being sarcastic by the way, to propel us to glory for next season while we are all hypnotized on Twitter. And I have seen a couple of videos myself and I've been impressed. And young ladies, keep twerking for our captain and for Jacob Kivior to make us focus for next season while we are hypnotized out of our focusedness while Manchester City run again with the title. Wonderful signings for this football club. We have signed twerker dancers while we should be signing the likes of Declan Rice. So I hope that the players are not hypnotized, and as well as Mikel Arteta apparently will have a fetish for dancers at my club, because we're supposed to be signing footballers, but we are signing dancers and twerkers. But thank you for these illustrious Sockebe signings. And when it comes to William Saliba, folks, I'm afraid that we may lose William Saliba by August. The reason why is that Arsenal again refused to spend the cash on valuable key assets at the club. William Saliba may end up being a Paris Saint-Germain player by August, donning that blue outfit. Meanwhile, what's his name will be going to Manchester City, even though they signed Mateo Kovacic. I believe the guy from Paris Saint-Germain, the number 8, the guy who signed from Napoli recently, may be joining Manchester City, the Spaniard. And William Saliba's issue is very simple. Bukayo Saka got paid recently 300 pounds a week, even though he could not close the season for us to win us the title. Martinelli now is getting paid 200,000 pounds a week. Meanwhile, William Saliba is being disrespected by Mikel Arteta and Edu, who are dragging feet on giving him what he wants. You've forgotten that this is the same kid that we loaned to Olympique Marseille, who was the French defending player of the year at the age of 20 years old. Do you think Paris Saint-Germain is stupid? They don't have a defender yet to replace the lack of Thiago Silva, who they lost 3 years ago to Chelsea. Who better to sign than William Saliba, who's a potential French national team captain who will replace Raphael Varane? So Mikel Arteta, please, I hope that you can think of this mistake that you're about to make. If we lose William Saliba, I cannot rely on Gabriel Magalhaes, who, by the way, I saw in Brazil celebrating Corinthians winning a football game with his friends, drinking and getting drunk. Young man, you should be back in London, focusing on your playbook right now. Because if we will lose William Saliba, I have to rely on you and Ben White at the back. You have to lead our defense. And let's face it, folks. Gabriel Magalhaes, even though he's my senior defender at the age of 25, he is not the finished product to lead Arsenal next year. William Saliba, at the age of 22 years old, is our leader. All he's asking for is a bumper on his contract, which is £200,000 a week. That's all he wants in his new contract. So I'm afraid, Arsenal fans, again, I'm here to disappoint you. I'm not here to cheer with you. I have hope. And chuckle like an idiot. You want to beat Manchester City? Give William Saliba his contract. The same one that you give to Bukayo Saka, your son, Mikel Arteta. You want to win trophies, but all we are signing are trophy wives and trophy girlfriends, not trophy winning players who have the mental capacity to be durable for 12 months to give us a trophy. Ridiculous. Stay tuned, folks. I will not take long in my boxing report today because we only have one big match to give you. Guaranteed pick. You bet a grand, you'll cash out big this weekend. My favorite line, 1,000. I'll be back. And 3. Boxing fans, combat fans, what's going on? In one segment, I'm not going to take your time today. Yeah. I got to get hyped for this one. Miss Clarissa Shield, the queen of boxing, is back, folks. It's about to be a smasher this weekend. Your guaranteed pick to all you fight fans out there. You want to make some cash? This is the place to be. Let's go. I love this intro, bro. One of the greatest intros in combat sports and entertainment. Oh, shout out to the great Stone Cold Steve Austin. Hit me again. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Anyway, folks, I am here to give you your guaranteed pick of the week. Only one bout. If you're gonna put the money down, boxing fans, please, this weekend do me a favor. Put the money down on Lady Clarissa Shield. Boxing Universe, rejoice. Normally, the ladies don't get promoted big in the boxing world. But this one here is going to be a guaranteed bet, folks. We have Clarissa Shield facing Maricela Cornejo in Detroit this Saturday night. And this will be on the Zone Sports. And I guarantee you, folks, this one will be a guaranteed victory. This is the word of the champs herself. She said, I am facing a younger opponent. You know that you got to sell the fight. And Clarissa Shield was being polite to his opponent, or to her opponent. And I hope I'm not right. So when it comes to Maricela Cornejo, she will be the taller fighter. She will be sharp with the counter jab. I expect her to be. But when it comes to the knockout punch, I expect Clarissa Shield to bring the power overhand right. That right hand is a dynamite cannon. And I expect the knockout before round 11. I will not say 10 today. Because Clarissa Shield last 2 fights been kind of I would say by round 11. We will not have a round 12, unfortunately. So I expect a knockout between round 7 and round 11 by Clarissa Shield, or a TKO against the ropes. So guaranteed picks, you put 1,000 down, you may get like 1,200 up to 1,500. It depends on how you do it. If you're doing it between round 10 or round 11, you might walk out with $2,000. So you're welcome. So the only guaranteed picks I have. And if you want to do a parlay bet for next week, you can also do a 7-day bet in advance by betting on Clarissa Shield, a guaranteed victory this Saturday night. And then you will add Amanda Nunes for next weekend at 289 because the Lioness is back in action this weekend. And we know Amanda Nunes, when she's defending her belts, she's a whole different animal, folks. So you can do a single bet this weekend with Clarissa Shield, guaranteed picks to win. And also you can add a parlay of two bets, because if I'm looking at 289 here, Amanda Nunes is the guaranteed victor for next weekend. So you can put Clarissa Shield and Amanda Nunes for next weekend, and you walk out with $3,000. And what's there to lose, eh? And put your bet in, folks, and let's support Clarissa Shield this weekend. as Lady Shield is back in action. And I would like to send my respect out in the combat world to the Ernesto Houst, who I was, and Jerome Lebanel from France. Shout out to K1 Kickboxers, and now it is Glory, but me I still respect K1 Kickboxing because that's what attracted me to Muay Thai with Arlistar over him. Apparently, they're working on a project right now in the Netherlands. So Lang Lever, Netherlands Kickboxing, respect to Netherlands K1 Kickboxing. We may have a new fighter soon in Glory, a heavyweight, to replace Badar Hari and Alistair Overeem. I don't have a name yet. I was watching a kickboxing session on Instagram the other day with the great one himself, who I briefly chatted with, Ernesto Hus. I did not know this guy speak with people who chat on his page, which was a very big surprise for me. So I was like, yeah, yes, I was able to chat with Ernesto Hus, the legend, and Jerome Lebanet. So and also respect to all the jiu-jitsu fans out there. And if you guys recall old school UFC, there was this guy named Husima Palmares, the guy from Brazil, the leg lock master. And he was on there doing a session with Damian Maya. And also, what's his name? Eddie Bravo. You guys probably heard the old school MMA. So when you guys have the chance, go to their pages and then like click like on whatever, and then like participate in their whatever they're doing online. And also, I want to give respect to my brother Rashad Evans, the Sugar Duga from the Black Zillion team in Florida in Boca Raton. And so UFC 289, folks. Again, two picks. I don't have much to say when it comes to combat. Two picks: Clarissa Shield and Amanda Nunes for next weekend. Guaranteed. If these ladies lose, I failed doing my research. Please remember your two picks: Clarissa Shield for tomorrow night in boxing, and next weekend at 289, Amanda Nunes. Close your eyes, place your bet. I guarantee you're gonna win big. That's all I have for today, folks. And salute, and I'm out.